Hey guys, this is Simon with Trade and Perform Coaching, doing a setup update for members and people who just follow me casually, right? So there's a particular setup, guys, that we need to be aware of to catch trade, okay? And I've been going through, and we need to add it to the mix. So here it goes. So as you know, we have multiple setups throughout the course of the day. So first of all, past performance is not indicative of future results. Let me pop this up on the screen if you'll read this disclaimer really quick. This is for educational purposes only, et cetera, et cetera. And this is going to be a short video because, guys, y'all should have the software on your desktop. You can go through and check it out for yourself. So what I want y'all to do is, if you will look, when we get a combination of a fractal speed bar followed by another speed bar. So it's fractal yellow, neutral bar in the middle, doesn't matter what color the bar is in the middle, followed by speed bar, right? Appropriate stop. So the stop goes, in this case, simply goes 10 points underneath. This is off of 8 range. So your entry goes right here at 13,658. And so you obviously have the bottom of the bar, which is 13,650, and you add 10 points to keep you in the trade, which puts you at 40. You know, the tighter you put the stop, you can walk closer and closer to it, but that's really what it requires. And you can see, as long as it doesn't get invalidated or violated to the low, that gives you a beautiful rotation up to the upside. Right, although I'll grant you that took all the way into Asia. It did get you profitable before the end of the day, but it was a bunch of chop, never got it violated. And ultimately, that was an entry that was worth 13,658 all the way up to 1317 or $1,000 a contract. I'm going to give you a couple of examples here. All right, let's go into Friday's trading. Let's erase all the lines. Notice I'm not looking at anything else here on the chart in terms of setup, location, or anything else. I'm just looking at the chart. It obviously works best or ideal if you have a concept of which way you want the trade to work. And the trade works both on 6 range and on 8 range bars, right? So it doesn't show up that often, but when you find it, it's worth an incredible amount of money. Obviously, Friday was extremely slow, so we're just hunting as we go through the chart. And so there's another example. This is already in the hole. Oh, excuse me, didn't quite set up. It has to be within a 3-bar combo. So it didn't quite set up there. So again, even within, let's see if this would have been a stop, although I doubt I would have taken the long there. In this particular case, it would have been, no. I would not have taken this off the top for continuation. You want it to set up where you want to take the trade, right? So if you're looking short, you want it to set up in the direction like right up there. So see how we push to a new high right up here? Now I'm looking for the short, right? Just like this. I get that 3-bar combo. Now I'm looking for the short. Into the low, I want it to set up down somewhere in this area. You'll notice that it didn't set up, and it's just one of many trades. But let's see if we can find it. It doesn't show up that often. It's just when it does, it's totally money. Let's see if we can go through. Actually, let's do this. Let's drop down to a 6 range chart because it shows up a lot more on the 6 range. And I won't kill everyone looking at the 3 range. So let's see if I can find it here real quick. So great example right here. Right? 3 algos, third algo is a speed bar. See ya. Right? And that's right at the end of the day. Let's go through this a little bit more. Here's another example. Paid. It's got to occur within 3 bars, and this is on obviously on a 6 range bar. 1, 2, 3. This is another example right here. It's not always huge, right? But it does move from. Remember, your entry's here, right? That's your bar that enters. So if you look at the P&L on that trade, right, you say, well, it barely moved, but it went from 38 to 54. So that's 38, 48, almost 15 points or $300 a contract. All right. Let's see here. No. And there's always going to be variations on it, but on the core setup, no, yes, here. So I'm going to block it out for you so you can see visually the trade. The entry is this plus a 10-point stop, right? So it's 18 points. You can keep it tighter if you want, but you risk getting nicked behind. The win rate's high enough, in my opinion, that you can afford the 10-point stop behind. The win rate's pretty significant on the trade. So again, I would stay with the trade if it's set up. Let's see if I can find this in here anywhere. Right here. No, this would have taken you long. Again, if you're looking at the trade, right, the actual entry, right, you're going to use a buy limit one tick above here. So it's going to get you in at 13,694, and it stretches up to 13,709. So it's still 20 points, right? 15 points, $300 a pop. I'll take that all day long when it's a tight entry, and I can manage that within, especially within the larger complex of everything we're trading for. Like, here's a good example of where I probably would have gotten stopped. It just didn't stretch enough, right? If I would have taken this for continuation, let me erase the lines. Even though it went to profit, I probably get stopped on this, is my guess. I'm probably going to target 15 points for my first scale every time on this. So this bar would be my entry bar. And my guess is I would get tagged on this. Let's see. It went 08 to 17. It didn't even get 10 points. I'm positive I would have gotten stopped on that, right? Even though that's almost $200 a contract, I would have tried to stretch it out. I would have ended up getting stopped, and that's okay. It's going to set up enough times as you're going through these trades that it won't be an over concern. Like this pays you, right? It's a total scalp, right? I'm not saying that it's anything but a scalp, but it's a scalp that's worth $300 to $500 a contract, right? Pushes up. I'm pretty sure you grabbed your at least $300 there. You're long here at 11, and it pushed all the way up to 27. So that's 11, 15 points, $300 a contract. And that's what I'm going to be targeting on the trade. Let's see if I can find one more example. My wife is calling me, so it's going to be the end. Hey, sweetheart, give me 2 seconds. I'll be right there, okay? See you in a sec. So let me give you one last example. Here's another example right here. It's not that it shows up all over the place. It actually shouldn't show up all over the place. But when it does, it is just so money the majority of the time that you can actually focus on it, right, in terms of grabbing P&L. And it has to come in a very distinct series of trades. And so I'm going to give it to you one more time so you can see exactly what it needs to be. And it is this right here. You're looking for fractal. I don't care what the middle bar is. Third bar is speed bar. Obviously, you just got paid pretty hellaciously over there. Let's see if it's set up anywhere else. Even here, and then add location, right? Like, don't short where you don't want to be shorting. Don't go long where you don't want to be going long. Obviously, I'm not accustomed to chasing highs or chasing lows. Like, if we were up here, right, I'm going to go in here and go, okay, we're all the way up. I'm looking for, like, particularly in this area over here, I'm going to see if I can't get a 3-bar combo that'll set me up short. In this case, I don't, right? Now, if we'll pull down a little bit on a trend day up, I'm totally willing to look for the long, right? So this is context, trend day up. Here comes my 3-bar combo. And my trigger's here, right? So again, we're just working to get paid, right? We're trading for a living, right? So there's other trade setups in there, as we all know, right? But that gives you a head start. Why? It offers one of the smallest stops in there. The most conservative stop would be 10 points behind that 34. So it's this 24 right here. That's the most conservative stop. It's really, and guys in the room will understand what I mean, is an orthodox close below. But if you look even just in this little stretch, right, you're trying to go through and make a living through the course of the day, one contract, that's 13,640 to 13,665, 25 points. And that's $500 a contract. And if you can't eat off of that, and eventually it turns into, in this particular case, with a little bit more of a read on the chart, right, that ends up being an entry for 13,640 to 13,685. That's almost $1,000 a contract, right? So I'll look for that all day long. I'll take that all day long when it pays me, and I'm more than happy to have it. It's a very specific pattern that you're looking for. It comes within 3 bars, and it pays very, very nicely. Anyways, my name is Simon. I'm a Trade and Perform Coaching. If you have any questions or would like a visit of the room, Trade and Perform, TradenPerform @gmail.com. Yes, the software is available. Yes, you can buy membership in the room. And yes, I'll give you a 3-day pass into the room to check things out. Hope you have a great weekend, guys, and I will update you on our $1,000 contract profitable trade a little bit later today. Thank you and have a great day.